Hi guys, I'm back again like I never left. Dad just came home, so I told him give me a few minutes so I can finish this because I started reading it and I'm like, I gotta get on and read this. Revelations is Armageddon software. We are currently living through Revelations, but it's not what everybody thinks. And the rapture and all that. It's very energetic in nature. We're not physically taken. It's a rising in consciousness. It's rising in our energies from fear to love, ego to soul, the material back to spirit, back to that which we have come to know as God. Okay? So the chapter of Revelations in the Christian Bible contains zero content from the original founders' records, nor the Yeshua manuscripts. The chapter of Revelations in the Bible outlines is warped details of the pre-planned Armageddon program to be installed at the end times of the Ascension cycle, in which assorted negative alien technologies are sequentially implemented to wreak destruction upon the Earth's surface in order to serve the New World Order's objectives. The chapter of Revelations is a blueprint that outlines each step of the intended negative aliens' takeover of the Earth's surface, in which the New World Order reset is put into place through AI technological tyranny. The four beasts, the four living creatures, lion, eagle, ox, and man, kneeling before the throne mentioned in Revelations, are the most powerful founder guardian consciousness networks that are interconnected within the entire planetary grid and Stargate system. Y'all, there's so much more out there, you guys. A lot of the stuff that we see in movies is actually more real than what we've been taught and told about this earth, okay? There are great white lion, sacred blue cow, golden eagle grid, and the four pillars of man. Through the intended gradual conquering and domination of these specific four guardian planetary grid networks during the Dark Age, the intention was to slay and serve up these four beasts to worship at the throne of Jehovah, the false god of tyranny, on their knees and totally take over Earth. The content recorded in Revelations in the Bible text is coded for installing collective consciousness trigger overlays to incite fear and instigate the Armageddon software of cataclysm, pestilence to wreak havoc on Earth in order to fully control the end timelines during the Ascension cycle. They're trying to keep us in fear, other words. They want to keep us in fear because humanity is awakening and beginning to ascend to higher levels of consciousness, moving back to love. They want to keep us in fear. Let's look at the primitive or preemptive programming in this Bible passage. Okay, a new heaven and a new earth, Revelations 21. Then I saw a new heaven and a new earth, for the first heaven and the first earth had passed away, and there was no longer any sea after the great reset. The new heaven is the artificial constellations of SpaceX now encaging our earth, and their new earth is an inorganic planetoid infested with AI life forms. So of course there can be no organic ocean since it is a living entity. I saw the holy city, the new Jerusalem, coming down out of heaven from God. Spacecraft, blue beam steering, prepared as a bride, beautifully dressed for her husband, and I heard a loud voice from the throne. Voice of God technology, ? Blue bin steering, ? Saying, look, God's dwelling place is now among the people, and he will dwell with them. They will be his people, and God himself will be with them and be their God. Now that the earth has completely conquered and terraformed into a lifeless AI planetoid, the frequencies lowered, and the real estate cleared by human holocaust, the imposter gods can lay claim to our earth and be the god of their artificial AI hive-minded drones. Okay, so the powers that be want to keep power, money, and control, keep us in fear, keep us in the dark, and move us into this false ascension matrix that is AI technology, so they can claim to be God, but they are not God. Okay, everything, well, in a sense, everything is God, but there's powers, there's people that have knowledge of the power of our minds and human consciousness, and they use it to their advantage to manipulate human consciousness. And that's what has been going on for millennia. We've been controlled by these dark forces that are manipulating human consciousness. World War III is spiritual. It's a war on human consciousness. We're waking up and taking our power back. Okay? So, but they want to be called God. Okay? They want to rule over every person, when in truth, every person is God. We are sovereign. We are our own authority, and no other human being can rule over another. And that's what is trying to take place. And we believe, we've been taught that we need these systems. We need government. We need the criminal justice system and the education system and the medical system. And to some extent we do. However, they're twisted. You know, school is indoctrination. The medical system is backwards. It's not about health. It's about keeping people sick. It's not treating the internal symptoms, okay? It's about pushing pharmaceuticals. Let's just be real here. And, you know, everything in the world as we know it is backwards right now. It says here, he will wipe every tear from their eyes. There will be no more death or mourning or crying or pain, for the old order of things has been passed, the great reset, away, and everything is new. Of course, there will be no pain, no sorrow, no crying, or no death, because everything is anew as an AI artificial life form. Transhumanized droids have no emotions, no feelings, no tears, no heart, and they never die. I've heard that they're trying to transhumanize us, okay? And so I'm learning more about all this stuff. Then he said, write this down, for these words are trustworthy and true. He said to me, it is done. Our organic world has been destroyed. That's in parentheses. I am the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. The finite God has replaced infinite God's source and has closed all exit points in his AI prison matrix, keeping us here enslaved in this 3D matrix on these karmic loops where we keep creating the same thing. We stay asleep in this dream spell and creating the agenda for them and creating hell on earth. Okay, literally that's what we're doing, because we have so much power, and as we believe in what's going on in our inner world is what we're manifesting outside. Okay, so most people are living in fear and lack and scarcity because that's what we've been conditioned to live in, and you know, and it's passed down and all the things. So that's what we create. We believe it to be true, and so it is, right? Okay, but so they're creating this and they want to keep us enslaved, but we are waking up. We are taking our power back, okay? So, but it says, to the thirsty, I will give water without cost from the spring of the water of life. Water is life. So your existence is dependent upon this imposter God who controls the currency or the water of life itself, which you receive. It says, as downloaded credits. Those who are victorious will inherit all this. Only those who obey the commands of this imposter God will receive the water of life or credits. Like the mark of the beast. If you don't do this, you won't be able to buy, sell, or trade, supposedly. And it says, I will be their God, and they will be my children. This finite imposter God will rule over the AI hive-minded metaverse. So we got to be mindful with technology. It said previously on a live, I said we can use technology to our advantage for good, yes, but we must be mindful to not constantly be caught up. We have to be in the real world and interact organically with people and things, right? So does this sound like the future you choose to create? A fake AI technology where we stay dumbed down, drugged up, and disempowered, and we don't awaken. That's not the earth that I'm creating. So do you want to have your organic earth destroyed and have a false imposter god of AI technology rule over you like children? Do you want to never die because you were an AI slave trapped in an alpha omega of a never-ending time loop matrix of a false ascension in an AI metaverse? The voice of God coming down from heaven sounds like the Truman Show, and have no doubts this show will come to pass, since we are now living in a hollow vision theater thanks to the blue beam steering. Guys, what's blue beam steering? I've mentioned it a couple times. I don't know what it is. Blue beam steering. Let no man or woman write your future. Likewise, do not allow any new age guru to glamour you into their virtual world of emerging AI technology. Now, it confuses me because sometimes a little bit the beliefs that I have, some people could sometimes say are new age. Right, take everything with a grain of salt, you guys. I say take what resonates and leave the rest. Don't automatically accept it as truth. What we come into agreement with and we accept as truth becomes part of our belief system, and then it becomes part of our reality, right? So seek the truth for yourself. Like I always say, I encourage everyone to do their own research and form their own beliefs. But I agree with these points in here that Christ is within us. God is within us. We hold the power, and we cannot continue to look for something outside of us to save us. We have to awaken, take our power back, change and transform our own lives. And as we do that, we're changing and transforming others and the world. Look into Blue Beam Project. I feel like it might be referring to that. Absolutely. Blue Beam steering. Thank you. Blue Beam Project. Into Project Blue Beam. Yep, another one said that. Thank you everybody. So I've never heard of that. So there we go. I gotta check that out. But let no man or woman write your future, it says. Do not give away the power of your divine magic pen to any prophecy, oracle, soothsayer, fortune teller, spellcaster, or AI god who writes words that are from a false god and not the word, which is of the vibrational frequency of infinite God source written in your own heart. Okay, so they're training us to look outside of ourselves for God, for a savior, for this or for that. It is within us, and we need to wake up, because if you don't, you get stuck in the 3D reality. You're going to continue on these karmic loops. You will not make the ascension into the new earth. That's been prophesized and promised. It says, is the vibrational frequency, God, right? In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was made flesh. God spoke it into existence. The Word is frequency, vibration. Sound is frequency and vibration, information. The same as that creator, since we're made in the image of that creator, that creative source, energy is within us. We also speak things into existence, right? I said it in my other lives. I'll say it again. The power of life and death is in the tongue. By your words, you are condemned, and by your words, you are justified, right? I said it backwards. By your words, you are justified. By your words, you are condemned. But we also speak things into existence, okay? It's vibration. Everything's energy, frequency, and vibration, you guys. When you think of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. Nikola Tesla said that. Albert Einstein, E equals MC squared. Everything is energy, okay? Vibrating. Everything vibrates. Nothing is still. And we're all vibrating on different frequencies. Fear being in the 3D. Fear, blame, shame, victim, anger, guilt, resentment. All the lower vibrations. And we're keeping us locked in this 3D world. As we raise our consciousness and raise our vibrations and shift our frequency, we shift into higher frequencies that are in alignment with things that we want. And then we'll see things coming together in our lives. The feeling is the secret. So you have to raise your vibration to higher feelings of joy, courage, peace, gratitude, love. Choose love. Love is literally the answer, you guys. If you take nothing else away from this, it doesn't matter what you believe. Love is the answer. To first know and love yourself, because you are the infinite source within. okay? And then to allow that love and that light to expand out so others can see it and feel it. And then that you create change. Again, Lao Tzu said the greatest gift you can give the world is that of your own transformation, you guys. So this is almost done. So let's not give our power away anymore, right? We got to take our power back. You are a divine, infinite human being. Infinite God's source is within you, and you are writing your own future. Guys, the basis of the work that I do and what I believe is we are powerful creators and we get to choose what we create. Powers that be understand that, and they've manipulated the information and our history and all the things so that our minds, they programmed us to believe these things: war, poverty, sickness. This is just the way the world is. You know, you got to go to school, get good grades, get a good job, send your kids to school, you know, just align and conform with the systems. It's bullshit. It's bullshit, and we're giving our power to it, and we're creating it, and we're the only ones that can create change. And it starts with each and every one of us individually. Not this person or that person or the government or a new president or this. It's us. We can only control ourselves, and that infinite source power, that which we have come to know as God, which is love, our true divine spiritual nature, is actually, it's within us. It is not outside of us. And nothing is coming to save us, you guys. Sorry to say. We must awaken and be the change that we wish to see in the world. And if you don't, that's your choice. You're being a free will and choice. You get to choose, but you'll stay stuck in what you've created in the 3D. Okay? So the inner work, you got to do the inner work. You got to do the healing. You got to shift your inner world. That's it, guys. I'm going to jump off. I love you guys. I hope you receive value. Share this out. Truth, love, and light. And have a namaste. Bye. Thank you for jumping on. Thanks for all the hearts, Shauna. Appreciate you. Bye, guys.